I have the RadioLink A560 trainer 3D plane out here today, and look at this. I've got it programmed into my RadioMaster TX16S. So this is the first flight session using the TX16S rather than the stock transmitter that it comes with. Alright, so I am just having a blast with this little trainer 3D plane. It is absolutely awesome flying. Alright, let's launch. Just a light chuck and it takes right off. Okay, so we are in full stabilization mode right now. And look, I have bluer skies today than I have had in quite a while. Okay, so we are in acrobat mode now. That is so cool. This is an easy to fly 3D plane. Isn't that awesome? I am not a 3D pilot, and I am having an absolute blast with this. Look at that pull vertical. Isn't that awesome? Tons and tons of power on this little plane. I don't have many prop planes that will pull vertical like that. I'm just out here practicing maneuvers that I haven't tried before. That maneuver, I'm kicking the aileron and the rudder full over. That is too cool. Look at that. Look how high that pulls vertical. That is awesome. I think it'd just keep going. It'd just keep going until it ran out of battery. Graceful. Yeah, it's easier for me. It's easier for me to fly this with my hobby grade transmitter. I mean, I use this transmitter with just every plane that I could fly it with, and so it's what I'm used to. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the stock transmitter. It is a hobby grade transmitter. The gimbals are very, very smooth. Not a problem at all. I was able to fly it fine, just absolutely fine with the stock transmitter, but it's a very small form factor. It's like a game controller, and I'm not used to that form factor of transmitter, so it was, it was kind of awkward for me. That is one cool little 3D trader. Trying to do a reverse hammerhead, but I just am not there yet. But it will do it. If you've got the skill to do a reverse hammerhead, this plane will definitely do a reverse hammerhead. I was out here flying it earlier. This is my third battery pack, and I was successful once with it, where I went up, pulled a hammerhead, and then spun it back around. Almost, and was able to climb back up with it, doing a reverse hammerhead. But isn't that amazing? I have never, until today, I have never even attempted a reverse hammerhead before, a reverse stall turn. But this plane is definitely capable of it. I think that this plane is going to be capable of any 3D maneuver that you have the skill to perform with it. I mean, it's got the power to do everything, you know? Absolutely fantastic, guys. So darn maneuverable, so aerobatic. It is just a blast. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. I definitely think, if I don't crash it, I think I might be able to really improve my 3D skills with this little plane. You know, so far it's been very, very forgiving for me. You know, trying reverse hammerheads when I've never done that before. I mean, you know, you've got to be pretty confident in the plane to be able to attempt maneuvers like that you've never ever tried before. And this one allows me to do it. Look at that. It just hangs up there. It gives you, you know, it flies very, very slowly. So it gives you plenty of time, you know, to correct your mistakes. And man, I make mistakes with it all the time. And I have not crashed it yet. Fingers crossed. But just absolutely amazing little plane. Okay, one thing I haven't tested yet is I have not tested the vertical mode. I got it programmed into the TX16S. I'm starting to get my haptic now. So let's test that real quick. Let's put it back into gyro mode. Okay, so now I'm going to hit vertical mode. Look at that. It goes into vertical mode. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I still have it in. I still had it in stabilization mode. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't do a loop with it and bring it back. Okay. So let's bring it through. Let's bring it through here a little bit lower. I'm putting it back into gyro, full stabilization mode. Let's bring it back through here a little lower, and then kick it back into vertical mode one more time so you can see that it's working. Okay, there we go. Whoa! Too much throttle. Look at that. That's vertical mode. Check that out, guys. Okay. Now, let me put it back into acrobat mode so I can bring it back down. It is way, way up there. Okay, so let's bring it down. I'll put it back into stabilization mode and bring it in for a landing on this little dirt lane. Okay, there we are. Full stabilization mode. Let's swing it around here where I lose orientation on it. See if we can bring it in and land it on this little dirt lane here. Ta-da! But that is just an absolute blast. Like I said, I think it's going to really, I think this plane is really going to help me with my 3D skills. And I had my timer set for 8 minutes. And, you know, with 3D planes, you're in the throttle constantly, right? I mean, you're not going to be just cruising around with it very much. You're going to be doing aerobatics. Oh, not my papa. You're going to be doing aerobatics with it all the time. And so every time that I have landed after my 8-minute timer went off, I've still had 3.75 volts per cell. So I would say that with the stock batteries, you're going to get flying it the way I was flying it. I think you're going to get a good 10 minutes of flight time out of it, leaving about 3.6 volts per cell. So tons of flight time with it too. It's a very powerful, very efficient power system that they put on this little 3D microplane, trainer plane. So everything on my transmitter is working absolutely fantastic. You know, I've got the same setup that I had on the stock transmitter for dual rates and Expo. I haven't changed any of my linkage. It's the same as it was. So it handles and just like it did with the stock transmitter, except, you know, I'm a lot more comfortable with a full-size transmitter. You do have more resolution on the sticks with the full-size transmitter, so it's easier for me to make smoother maneuvers with it. But I really like the setup that I have on it right now. It's working out really, really well. So I will go ahead and publish my OpenTX model file for this plane on our Facebook page for download. I'll put a couple of notes in there. There was one eccentricity with getting the motor to shut down if it fail safes. And so I'll put notes on that post so you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.